everyone, and welcome back to my channel for all things mommy, wife, and life. My name is Chessa. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you a bunch of baby names, both girl and boy, that I may or may not be using for my baby number 2. I am in my 3rd trimester with my 2nd baby, and it is a girl. So I won't be using half of these names, obviously, but a lot of the boy names can also still be kind of unisex, so maybe, you never know. If you are new, I am 29 weeks pregnant with my 2nd baby. I currently have a 4-year-old daughter right now, and my 2nd baby is due in April. I did another baby names video about a month ago, so if you're needing some extra ideas, I will leave that linked in the description box below. So go check that one out if these names aren't your jam. And in that video, I actually asked you guys to leave me some more name ideas in the description box. And I said if you did leave me enough names, I was going to do a second video and give you guys credit for those names. And so a lot of those names are going to be listed today. I will give those credit who did leave me some names. So get ready because I have a lot of awesome boy and girl names to share with you guys. The first name is Callista, or Calista. There's so many different ways to pronounce it, but I love it a lot because it does have my middle name in it, and I was kind of toying with the idea of using my middle name for my 2nd baby girl. So I love the name Callista, and the girl who recommended me this name, her name is Callista, so thanks for sharing this name. This name is Greek and it means most beautiful. I love the meaning behind this, and I think this name is so pretty. The next name is Aubriana, or Aubrey for short. I don't necessarily like Aubrey for short as much. It's still a really pretty name, but of the two, I like Aubriana a lot better, or even Aubriella. I think that's really beautiful. I think I actually like that one the best, Aubriella. Kaybree is another one, and Kay would be the shortening for that. And I love this name because my mother's name is Kay, and I think that that's just so sweet to incorporate her name in there. Layla is the next name. I think this name is just so sweet and innocent, and I just love the name Layla. The next name is Marley, and there's a couple different ways that you can write this or spell it. The next name is Jolie. I think this is really pretty. It's a French name, I believe. This name is really cute, and I really like if you were pronouncing it in the French way, like Jolie. I think that's really pretty. Someone recommended the name Pharaoh for a boy and Journey for a girl, or Joy for short. Both of these names are so cute and definitely different and unique, and I was kind of looking for something a little bit more unique this time around. I think Pharaoh is a really cool name, and if I was having a boy, I would probably definitely consider that name because I think that name's so cool. So here are some boy names that I'm obviously not going to be using, but I think that these are really cool names to consider, especially if you are having a boy. Cohen, I think this name is so cool. Hayes, it reminds me of the singer Hunter Hayes, but I just think it's really pretty, and you could even spell this a couple of different ways, and this could even be a girl's name if you did spell it a different way. Dawson, this reminds me of Dawson's Creek, or like Titanic from Jack Dawson, but I think Dawson's a really cool name. Asher, I can't remember if I had put this in my last video or not. My mind is, whew, pregnancy brain. But I think Asher is a really cool name, and I think it's a really strong name too. Rocco's the next one. Rocco's a cool name, but it does remind me of like Rocco's Modern Life. If you're a 90s kid, technically 80s kid, but most grown up in the 90s, Rocco's Modern Life was really big, and that's kind of what it reminds me of, and it was a cool show, but I don't know if Rocco is my jam, but I think it's a really cool name. Diego is the next one. This one is really interesting. I'm not really sure what it means, but it's a really cool name, and if I was having a boy, I would definitely consider this name. Quinn, I think this is so cute, and this could actually be unisex too, but I think Quinn is adorable. And the next one is Cruz. I think this is a really cool one as well. And I'm kind of flip-flopping back and forth between boy and girl names. Sorry, this isn't really consistent with just boys, just girls. And I don't know if I mentioned this one or not, but Roman, I think Roman's a really cool name, and this could also be a unisex boy or girl name. Adelaide, I actually loved this name from the one of the actresses from the show Rain. Her name is Adelaide, and I think this is a beautiful name, so I definitely am considering this name. Indy, I think this name is such a cool name. I really like this name a lot, and if I can get my husband on board with this name, I might be our name. I really like this name. Next one is Thea. I think this is a really cool name as well, and it kind of reminds me of the last boy's name that I mentioned earlier, but I think this is a really sweet name. Emilia, or you could pronounce it Amelia, depending on the way you want to write it or pronounce it, but this is a really cute name, and I really love the way it looks. And I kind of like the idea of having an E name again because my daughter's name is Emma currently, so I think having 2 E's would be really sweet. Ivy, this one's a really pretty name as well. Thank you to all of those that recommended these names to me. Next is going to be the list of the names I chose. And again, we're going to start off with the girls. The first name is Evelyn. I think this is so pretty. I don't know, it just rolls off the tongue really nicely. Evelyn or Evelyn, depending on how you want to do it. Aliana is the next one. I think this is really pretty as well. I don't know, something about it is just really beautiful. Aliana. Areli is the next one. This is actually a middle name of one of my family members, and I think it's beautiful, and I would love to use this name. Bristol is the next one. I like this name a lot. Again, I like naming kids after cities. Bristol, I believe, is a town in England, and I think that this would be a really pretty name. Esme is beautiful as well. It kind of reminds me of Twilight again. Next one is Julietta. It kind of reminds me of Juliet. I kind of like the little Etta at the end. I think it's sassy and cute. Cadence is the next one, and you could spell this a couple of different ways. I kind of like doing it the K-A-Y because my mother's name is Kay, and I think that that's a really cool way to also like pay homage to her. Mina is the next one. I think this name is so cute, but unfortunately my sister's dog's name is Mina, so I probably can't use this one, but I think this name's a really sweet one. And the next one I really like, but the only problem is that it sounds like one thing when I want it to mean another. So the name is Rain. Before I even put up the spelling, you probably are gonna think like, oh, like rain outside, but no, like rain, like reigning a kingdom. That's kind of the way I like it, but obviously the first thing somebody's gonna think of is, oh, it's rain. Probably why I can't use this one, but I really like this name. And now for the boy's name. I can't remember if I already had mentioned this one before, but Alston, I think this one's a really pretty name, and it actually reminds me of a park in my area. I think this is a really neat name, but it's probably why I wouldn't name my kid that, just because it's like the name of a common park in my area. Blaze. I think Blaze is such a cool name. It reminds me of Harry Potter again because one of the characters' name in there is Blaze. I think this name is super cool. The next one is Leo. I think Leo is just so sweet. I don't know, I think Leo is just a really cute short name. It could be a nickname, it could be the whole name. I would actually prefer it just to be the whole name. Edison. I don't think I've met another Edison. I think this is a really cool name. You have the whole Thomas Edison thing going on for you, but I just think Edison's a really cool name. I really like the name Brad. I know it's just like a simple common name, but I really like it. I think it's so cute. And I think Brad is something you could use as a child and as an adult. The next name is Draco. This one obviously takes me back to Harry Potter, but I think that this is a really cool name and I would totally use it. Heath is the next name. It takes me right to Heath Ledger, but Heath Ledger, yes please. Kent is the next one. It kind of reminds me of Clark Kent, but I've never heard of anybody just named Kent for their first name, but I really like this name. Next one is Lance. I don't know if I've actually met a Lance either, but if I was having a boy, I would definitely consider this name. And the last name is Xander. I absolutely love this name because it's a nickname of like Alexander, which I love the name Alexander as well, but I think just Xander. And that's everything for this video. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and make sure you check out my other baby name video below. If you're new here, I would love it if you would consider subscribing and being a part of our YouTube family. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye guys.